Your therapist knows your triggers, and so does he. Therapy weaponization is what happens when a narcissist takes your clinical insights, your vulnerabilities, your growth, and turns them into tools of control. Stay until the end. We have a 3-question test to find out if your healing is being used against you. What is therapy weaponization? Therapy is built on vulnerability. You go in and say, these are my wounds, this is my trauma, this is what I'm working on. In a healthy relationship, that data stays sacred. In a narcissistic one, it becomes a map, a literal roadmap of exactly where to press, when to press, and how to frame the abuse so you accept it as your own pathology. There are 5 core forms of this tactic. Form 1, weaponizing your vulnerabilities in arguments. You confessed, I have abandonment issues. When you go silent, I panic. So when it serves him, he goes freezing cold. And when you inevitably panic, he says, see, this is your attachment issue. This is what your therapist is working on. You're the problem. Your wound becomes his excuse for the behavior that reopens it. Form 2, reframing healthy responses as pathology. You set a boundary. He says, your therapist has you so paranoid about boundaries, you can't even have a normal relationship. You cry. He says, there's that trauma response again. You're triggered. The therapeutic framework is inverted to dismiss your human signal as a clinical symptom. Form 3, using therapy as a performance. He joins a session or starts going himself, shouting, I'm in therapy, I'm doing the work, you can't leave me while I'm trying. Therapy here isn't a tool for transformation, it's just a tool for buying time and generating massive guilt. Form 4, stealing the language. He attends your couple sessions and takes mental notes, not to change, but to learn the vocabulary. At home, he deploys it. Even the therapist said you struggle with emotional regulation. Form 5, shredding the tools. He literally destroys the worksheets, mocks the therapist's name, or gaslights the resource, not because the therapy is useless, but because it's working, and your clarity threatens his control. Why does it work? The psychology. Why does it work? Because it turns your healing into evidence of your illness. The moment you name your ghost, they have a weapon. The moment you grow, they call the growth a symptom. They speak the language of healing back to you, completely inverted. So what to do? 4 practices. Practice 1, keep your therapy private. Not everything discovered in the room needs to be shared. The work belongs to you. Share selectively, based on safety, not obligation. Practice 2, name it to yourself first. Interrupt the confusion instantly. Say, he is using my abandonment wound to justify his silent treatment. She is using clinical jargon to dismiss my boundaries. Practice 3, tell your therapist explicitly. Tell them, the insights I gain in here are being turned into ammunition at home. A good clinician will pivot immediately to protect your safety. Practice 4, protect your milestones from commentary. You do not need validation from the person who weaponizes your progress. Your growth belongs to you, not the relationship. The 3-question test. Is this happening to you? Let's look at the data. 3 questions. Question 1. Has anything you shared in the safety of therapy been thrown back at you during an argument to frame you as the broken one? If yes, that's weaponization. Question 2. When you set a limit or show progress, is that growth labeled as an overreaction, a symptom, or proof that therapy is making you worse? Question 3. Do you find yourself censoring what you tell your own therapist because you're terrified it will be used against you later at home? If the answer to that last question is yes, that is the most critical sign of all. It means the weaponization has breached the sanctuary of your healing. These questions don't give a verdict, they give you a direction. Your healing is yours. The language, the insights, the breakthroughs, they belong to you. Naming this tactic is not a betrayal of the relationship. It is the absolute beginning of protecting yourself from within it. In the next episode, we're diving into why getting better makes things worse, the specific pattern of escalation that happens when a narcissist realizes you are actually healing. Hit subscribe, guard your peace, and I'll see you there.